a special guest.
Hey, Trev.
Welcome, John.
Thank you.
We're going to start off with just saying struggling what to do when you're trying to set new goals and find new challenges for yourself. And I think right now is a great time to kind of have a conversation about that. So I really want to let you just kind of introduce yourself, and we'll get going and trying to help coaches, parents, athletes out there that might have some questions.
Great. Thanks, Trev. All right. Well, I'm John Evans. I work for a mental health company called Blend Health. It's BLND Health. Based out of Ann Arbor. We have offices in Royal Oak and Kalamazoo. Basically, I joined the team to add kind of a performance sports psychology flavor and department to the mental health practice. I went to Kalamazoo College, played 4 years of soccer there, loved it, was formative time in my life. Couldn't have asked for a better experience. Probably what led me into sports psychology in general. I got my master's in counseling psychology from Western, but then really decided that I wanted to work more on strengths with the clients and people I was working with, not on fixing things that were wrong. And so sports psychology really gave me an opportunity to do that. So I went down to North Carolina, UNC Greensboro, got my PhD in sport and performance psychology, worked with a lot of athletes at a high level on training mental skills to increase performance. But also the two main things that I focus on are consistency of high performance, because I think everybody can have a high performance. I can hit a really good golf shot, but like 1 out of every 50 times. So how do I have consistent performance? And then how do I also enjoy performance? And that doesn't mean having fun all the time, but it does mean being able to get fulfillment, enjoyment, happiness out of competition, effort, building skills, improving skills, and even failure and mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
My first job right out of my doctoral program was with the military. So I trained at Fort Bragg. I trained special operations soldiers on those skills. How do they think more effectively to perform at a higher level individually and as a team? So that's what I've been doing for about the last 7 or 8, 9 years. Came back to Michigan, to my home, to my people, and loving living here, loving what I'm doing with the athletes now. And, just, again, working with athletes, business owners, performers of all kinds, theater, music, to enhance consistency of performance and enjoyment. So that's the short and short of what I'm up to these days, Trevor.
So you could help me become a better actor is what I just heard. My improv, I wanted to take improv my whole life, and now I'm like, this is it. You could help.
This is your opportunity. I absolutely can help with that.
Oh my gosh, I can't remember any lines. Remember when we were kids, I really struggled with that. I couldn't remember any of the lines in the play. So they were just like, you just stand in the corner because you have performance anxiety. You guys traumatized me.
So honestly, Trevor, that's actually a very true and very funny story, but you've hit on the crux of what is the central component of all the work I do is where is your attention and can you control where your attention is? Because if you can do that, if you could literally push a button at the beginning of a basketball game, a tennis match, a soccer game, and keep your attention purely in the present moment, not think about the last missed free throw, the turnover, the unforced error, the missed pass, and truly just focus on the present moment and what you're doing, I guarantee you would be a better performer more consistently. Because we spend so much time reliving the past, forecasting terrible futures, that's what ends up getting in our way.
Now, you're a parent. You and Marlena have a wonderful little boy named Jack. Are you gonna Jedi mind trick Jack into staying in the moment, like as a parent or a coach? Is that something that you can do as a parent or coach and say, like a trigger word, or I'm just thinking out loud here. What are some of the things you will do with your kid as he gets older?
I mean, I think some of it is the language that you use right now. So I think there's a value in reflecting and observing what you did in the past, and then truly moving back into the present and focusing on what you're doing right now. So One of the things that we already do with him a lot is acknowledge, like, if he gets frustrated building blocks and he starts to fuss,
Mm-hmm.
like, it's what we're already doing is saying, look, Jack, you have every right to be frustrated. It's normal to be frustrated. What is making you frustrated, and how can we solve this problem, and how can you figure out some choices to move forward effectively?
Mm-hmm.
Another bit of language that we always use with Jack is not that he's good, bad, smart, stupid, but he's either made good choices, he's making bad choices. How can you make a better choice?
Mm-hmm.
And so, we're focusing on the effort, the controllable choice, not him as a person.
Right.
Because think about in a basketball game, if you were to say that was a bad shot versus I can't shoot today, how is that going to affect your attitude and effort? Just those slight difference in the way you said that. Right?
Yeah.
I think that was a bad shot is going to lead to much more effective thinking and performance.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't shoot today is going to lead to a lot worse performance.
Yeah.
So just that little kind of
Mm-hmm.
change in how we say things is huge. So language and how we talk to each other, ourselves, is major.
Yeah.